Now we'll see this question. Which of the following expressions are polynomials? In one variable. Polynomial and one variable. Two things we have to check here. So I have told you for the polynomials, what we have to see? The power of the variable. That should be what? It should be a whole number. Okay. And then one variable either in x or either in y or whatever z, anything. Now see, if I see the first question here, so in the first question, this is given like 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Now see, to decide that if it's a polynomial or not, we have to see the power of the variable. So we can realize it here. The power of the x is 2, the power of the x is 1, and this is 7. Okay, so that's fine. The powers are the whole numbers. So it is a polynomial. Fine, we can say. And what we can realize here, like there is a single variable, that is only x. So we can say it is a polynomial. It is a polynomial in one variable. Polynomial in one variable. Okay, got it. Now we'll move to the second question. Now, in the second question, what we can see, this is written like y square plus root 2. Now, what about this one? See, if I have to check the polynomial, so we see the power of the variable, and in this case the power of the variable is 2 here. So this is a whole number, yes, so it is a polynomial. And now it's a root 2 here, so root 2 is a constant, it is not going to make any difference. So, and how many variables we have? Single variable, that is y. So we can write it, it is a polynomial in one variable. One variable. Now, we can move to the third part of the question. See, in the third part, we can see the question is 3 root 2, 3 root plus t root 2. Now, see, this question contains two terms. One is a root t here and one is a t here. So if I see this t, so the power is 1 here. So there is no problem with this t because the power is a whole number. But if I see this t, now this is a root t. And everyone should know that if we write root t, so that is like t raised to the power 1 by 2. Now this is not acceptable. Why? Because I have told you the power of the variable should be a whole number. Fine. So this is not acceptable. So we can say it is not a polynomial. Not a polynomial. Polynomial. Why it is not a polynomial? As power of variable is not a whole number. What I told you, the power of the variable should always be a whole number. So we can see this root t is a problem here. That's why this made it is not a polynomial. I hope till here it's clear now. Now we are going to see the fourth question. See here. The fourth one. In the fourth question, this is written y square plus 2 over y. This is written 2 over y. This is 2 over y it is. Now we have to check it is a polynomial or not. So as per the concept, whenever we have to check the polynomial, we see the variables, and what we try to see? We see the power of the variables. If the power is a whole number, so it's a polynomial. Now, if I see this term, the first term looks good, that is y square here. Because the power is 2, that's okay. But if I come to this point, so this can be written like this way, y square plus 2, and this y can come up, so that will be y raised to the power minus 1. This is y square and this is y raised to the power minus 1. So this is not a whole number. Minus 1 is not a whole number, so that makes it's not a polynomial. So what we can say? This is not a polynomial. We'll write not a polynomial. Not a polynomial. Why it is not a polynomial? Because of the power is minus 1. That's why. Okay, now if we see the next question, that is the fifth part. See, in case of fifth one, see here, this is x raised to the power 10 plus y raised to the power 3 plus t raised to the power 50. Now we have to decide if it's a polynomial or not. Yes, it is a polynomial. See, this one x raised to the power 10, y raised to the power 3 and t raised to the power 50. It is a polynomial because the power of the variable is a whole number. But what they are asking in the question, they are saying that you have to find that polynomial which is having a one variable. Now it's a problem. This x, y and t. There are three variables. So you will write it is not a polynomial in one variable. As it contains how many variables? Three variables, x, y and t. So we will write there are three variables. What are those three variables? Three variables x, y and t. So that's why it is not a polynomial in one variable. So I hope till here